Hey guys, it's Merlin. Welcome to the Tempest class video where I'm going to go over the passive and all three scrolls you're going to level up for the Spellbreak class Tempest. Tempest goes hand in hand with the Wind Gauntlet and makes use of being airborne quite a lot. As per usual, the passive is up first, updraft, immune to whirlwinds, and launch yourself skyward while entering them. This is very similar to the featherfall rune, and you could always use this sorcery instead of having to use up an empowered shot from crack shot. You can always use the whirlwind afterwards for zoning capabilities like a fire tornado or a toxic tornado, but keep in mind that you won't be immune to the damage that someone else could cause if they ignited or set your whirlwind up in toxic. The first upgradable scroll is Slipstream. Gain 10, 20 or 30 mana and max mana depending on the level every second while in the air. 10 seconds after touching the ground, max mana resets to normal. With the use of wind jumping, you can constantly increase your mana and rejuvenate your mana until you need to drop back down to use a lot of it. Alternatively, you can always keep wind jumping and sending a couple of shots off while still airborne. Next up is Squall. For every spell cast in the air, increase spell damage by 6% up to a max of 30. After touching the ground, all stacks are lost. This increases to 8% and 40%, 10% and 50% for increased spell damage and max respectively. As you can see, staying airborne with the use of runes, wind jumping or your whirlwinds, you're rewarded quite handsomely. Leading into the strategy, you can also avoid being hit by a lot of the earth auto attacks. Lastly, we have Sudden Gust. After being in the air for 1 second, sorcery cooldown 100% faster while in the air. This upgrades to 150 and then 200%. That doesn't mean you have 100% of your sorcery cooldown while after being 1 second in the air. It just means that it doubles the rate at which it recharges. Obviously, this whole class insinuates that you should keep a Wind Gauntlet at the ready at all times. I'd recommend that you keep it in your right hand so you can swap other gauntlets out with your left whenever you need them. An excellent class to pair this with would be Crack Shot, so you can get that extra empowered shot off at the top of an updraft. Having extra mana and mana regeneration as well increases the amount of damage you can output, leading to an increased amount of damage you could do with armor penetration. If you wanted to maximize your mobility capabilities, you could always go with the Frostborn class as well for the Frozen Alacrity. Solid gauntlets you could use could be the Frost, Fire, or Lightning gauntlets, simply because you don't need to be on the ground, and firing those gauntlets keeps you in the air for quite a while. So I hope this video on the Tempest class and Spellbreak has helped you. If you liked it or if you enjoyed the video as a whole, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike if you want, and tell me in the comments down below as to why not, so I can improve for future videos for you guys. My name is Merlin, thank you for watching, and as always, good luck out there.